Good afternoon. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
My name is Alexandria Soto Flores, and I'm a clinical social worker assigned to your unit. Thank you so much for coming in today. Can you verify your name and date of birth for me, please?
Yeah, I'm John Smith. My date of birth is March 20th, 1997. Yeah, I'm 28 years old.
28. Okay. Is John what you prefer to be called?
Yeah, John's okay.
Okay. I'd like to ask you some questions, and it's gonna take no more than 60 minutes. Is that still okay with you?
Yeah, that should be good.
Okay.
Yep. No more than 6 minutes. I'll go back to my schoolwork.
Okay,
Sure.
great. So these questions are going to help me understand who you are as a person, your history, and your experiences. And some of these questions are going to touch possibly some difficult topics. And just know that you only need to share what you are comfortable with.
Okay.
And that if at any time you want to take some breaks, we can definitely do that as well, okay? And honesty is one of my strong values. So it's my job as your social worker and possible therapist to provide you the information that you need in order to make the right decision whether this is right for you. Because if you don't believe this is right for you, there is other resources like the chaplain and MPLAC that can possibly still provide you with the services that you do need to get you to your goal. Okay? So there is some risk and benefits to therapy. Some of those benefits is that some people believe that therapy helps provide some insight, feel supported, learn strategies to cope during stressful times, and reduces some distress and improves some relationships. But at the same time, therapy can be very, very hard and bring up very difficult emotions, and that's going to be part of the process. But it's understanding that you're not going through this alone, and that I'm going to be there to help you if you choose to continue with me throughout that process. Okay. So it's important to understand that you have the right to an informed decision about whether to come to therapy or not, and it's because it's my responsibility to provide that information at any time during this session or in the future. You are able to stop. Okay. All our meetings are confidential, and whatever you say will stay between these four walls, and people will not be knowing that you're coming to services or what you share to me. However, there's some exceptions to that rule. Okay, and one of them is when I'm consulting with your treatment team. So if we believe you are in need of medication, I'm going to have to talk to a psychiatrist, someone that can prescribe you that medication, and they're going to have to know some general information of why I believe that is necessary, but we won't be going in full detail with anything that you say or share, okay? As well as if I suspect that there is any child or elderly abuse or neglect, or if you have the desire to hurt yourself, hurt someone else, kill and end your life, or kill someone else, then I would have to report that, as well as any UCMJ violations that end up being brought up, and I would have to break that confidentiality. Okay. If you choose to continue to come here, we can see each other as frequently as you like. That can be bi-weekly, it can be weekly, monthly, or whenever just the stress ends up coming up. The meetings would be about 45 to 50 minutes long, and everything, I know right now I have notes, so I will be taking notes during our session, but any notes that I am taking will either be shredded or deleted, and I will be writing up an electronic record of our meeting, which you can see on Genesis. Okay. And before we dive into your demographics and why you're here, do you have any questions about everything I've spoken about?
No, everything you mentioned is the form I sent the other day, right? Okay.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Can you tell me a little bit about your ethnicity that you identify with?
Yeah, I'm Chinese American. Yeah. I'm Asian, I guess.
Okay. And what is your relationship status currently?
Single.
Okay. And you did mention you're 28 years old, right?
Yeah.
And are you here voluntarily? Are you self-referred or?
Yeah.
And on a scale of 0 to 10, how hard is it for you to come in today?
To
0
come.
being not at all,
Mm-hmm.
5 being some doubt and difficulty, and 10 being extremely difficulty.
No, it wasn't hard coming at all today. It's one, I guess.
Okay.
Just need to figure out my schedule, so no issues.
Okay. And can you tell me what led you to seek counseling at this time of your life?
Yeah, I just started the nursing program here with the COE, and it's been rough. Um, I'm having problem concentrating in class. Really didn't want to, but procrastinated on my schoolwork, which led me to just be kind of like behind on where I am. The missing assignment. It's just been very stressful in school, and I feel like I'm losing it. I'm not sure how long I can do this, and it's making me very very stressful.
You said you don't know how long you can do this. Can you specify what you meant by do this?
Yeah, doing this as far as schoolwork. I don't know if I'll be caught up for the entire program. And in the military, I'm concerned that if I don't finish the program, where the military gonna send me, and what's my future gonna be like.
And so, how important is it for you to finish the program?
Very important for career progression wise, and also this is something I want to do, and I don't want to be like a failure that started the program but couldn't finish it.
I really appreciate how open you're being right
Mm.
now. It takes a lot of courage to share that.
Mm.
What is the history of the presenting concern? Like, how long has this been going on?
Oh, it started shortly after the school starts, and the school started in February, so it's been 6 months, and I am struggling.
You're when you say struggling, can you explain when you first noticed and what kind of things did you notice?
Yeah, we started school in February. At the beginning, I think I was kind of okay, but as soon as the school load picked up, I'm nervous about the school, right? So in class, I'm trying to pay attention to it, but I feel like my mind is like worrying so much. The next thing I know is I don't even know what's the professor we're talking about in the past 5 minutes. Then we said, it's harder for me to do my homework, do my research, and remember all the things we have on the quiz. And we have quiz every other day, sometimes definitely every week. So I don't do well on my quiz, then I'm struggling understanding if I should do my homework or study for the quiz, and it's like a lose situation for me.
I feel like there's a lot of worry
I
and
know.
anxiety, even when you're explaining it right now, it seems pretty heavy in your life.
Absolutely. That's why I don't know if I'm cut up for it.
How has this affected like your sleep and your appetite or energy level?
Yeah, I've been stressed out. Couldn't really sleep well in the evening. My energy level is kind of low because I'm always worried about my schoolwork, and I don't have enough sleep. So I guess physically and mentally, I'm a little bit drained with schoolwork for sure.
It sounds like it's like hurting you a lot, especially like your body, and it's really having all these side effects. How often do you feel this way?
Oh, I want to say probably like 80% of the time after school starts. That's why it was really rough.
During what time of the day do you feel it most? Or is it?
I guess as long as I'm awake, it's pretty rough.
Has it affected any of your other performances, like completing daily responsibilities? I know you said it affecting your school.
Yeah, I mean my responsibility is just school right now, and that's why I feel like I don't even really need to work. I just go to school, and this is my full time job, and I can't even do that right. So it's rough.
How about like your hygiene? Has it affected your hygiene?
Yeah, I mean I do the bare minimum. I'm making sure I'm always seeing, I don't want to be gross or anything, but I still brush my teeth, wash myself in the morning, in the
Laundry?
evening. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just schoolwork. It's affecting me, but other things I still do them. Yeah.
Okay. How about your relationship with your family, your friends, or classmates? Have you noticed any changes there?
Yeah, I don't talk to my family that often, just because I'm busy with school. Then I feel like a lot of my classmates are similar to me. They don't really do anything when we're having school. I don't know if anyone else is doing a lot of stuff on the weekends, but I mainly just do my homework most of the time. Don't really have any big events coming up. I'm stressed enough with schoolwork, so I don't have any energy to plan anything else.
And so I hear that you don't really do much, but does that bother you? Do you wish you had more of a relationship with your family and friends or communication?
I wish I do if I have the time, but if I don't have the time to do it, I don't think how that would help. If I don't have
Mm-hmm.
time, if I'm struggling enough with schoolwork, I don't see anything else I could do to. Yeah, I don't see any other time to do all those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as of right now, your priority is school and then family or relationships in general. Do you think later on in the future this is something you want to talk about and even implement if we
Mm.
work on your time management and how to cope with these stressors?
I feel like family probably not an issue, because I feel like I'm just really worried about school. I think family, if I have time, I'll talk to them more.
Okay.
Yeah, it just school has been bothering me a lot.
How do people around you see this problem? Has anyone
Mm.
mentioned anything?
No one mentioned anything, but I know it's kind of, it just, my grades is not good, but people don't see my grades. Uh, but I feel like I see some other people are the same. They seem pretty stressed out in class.
And what was your day to day like before this problem began?
Before this,
Yeah.
I was just working until I changed to this branch. Work is busy, but there's no homework, so I don't feel stressed out. Everything I've done is at work. If I do what I can, and then after work, I'm just relaxing. Watch some movies, get fruit with friends on the weekends, go out a little bit. So everything was pretty normal until the school starts.
Okay.
School is crazy. You
It
have to
is.
pay attention in class. Then you have homework, you have research, you have papers, you have to study for tests. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge sacrifice, but it's worth it in the end. And
Mm.
sticking to that shows a lot of courage,
Yeah.
right? Like showing up and still trying your hardest. And it sounds like life before felt more stable, and now it seems to interfere just in many areas of your life, and you're wanting that stability again.
Yeah, it was
Right.
it was definitely way more stable than what I have right now.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever received any care or treatment for this concern before, such as counseling or medication or hospitalization?
Mm. Let's see. No, nothing. Yeah, I didn't even know this could be a problem to get seen. I feel like I just have to tough it out and just be a student, you know.
Well, I'm glad you found out about this resource and actually came for help, right? And
Mm.
are trying something different. Have you already tried to deal with this problem in other ways?
Mm. Just trying to study more. I guess that was my best solution, but I feel like it's not helping because there are times I just having problem even force myself to study or do homework. Then I fall behind, then make it even worse. Yeah.
Um, are there currently any other stressors you're dealing with in your life?
No, I think that's it. It's really just school. There's no other stressors that is affecting us. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think arguing with his girlfriend or those things counts as being stressors. But yeah, the only stress is really just my schoolwork.
So I guess it just just depends how frequently are you having these arguments. Do you think it's the normal arguments, or is it happening more
I think
frequently
it's
than
pretty
most?
normal. I just don't even have time to argue. I'm already busy enough with schoolwork, and there's no time for me to get any drama going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I hear that it's not really much of a priority. If something you want to focus on is your relationship with your girlfriend.
I mean, it's a priority, but it's not an issue.
An
The
issue,
issue
okay.
right now is definitely just schoolwork.
Okay.
You know.
And do you currently have any suicidal ideation? Any thoughts of hurting yourself?
No, no, no,
No.
no, no, not, nope, nothing yet. I don't know if this keep going for another half year, what I would think then, but that's why I'm here for help. It's just rough, but yeah, I don't think I would go that route.
Okay. Any plan or thoughts of killing yourself or
Nope.
not wanting to wake up in the mornings?
Nope.
No?
Or not waking up. Well, I just want to sleep more, but I
You just
guess
wanna
it's
sleep more.
different.
Okay.
Different from what you said. Not want to waking up, but
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I want to sleep more. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. With all this stress that comes up, have you ever felt overwhelmed and wanting to hurt another person?
Overwhelmed, but not hurting
No.
others.
Okay. Not wanting to end someone's life?
No.
Okay. When you do feel overwhelmed, what helps keep you safe in those moments? What are some things that you tell yourself or that you do to kind of calm your nerves?
I guess if I'm really, really overwhelmed, I take deep breaths, then maybe go to the gym for a little bit. Still try to go to the gym 3-4 times a week. So that's definitely important.
Okay. That's awesome. The fact that you're able to discuss safety so openly shows your commitment to your well-being and you putting your health and wellness and still prioritizing your relationship when you do have time. That means you are able to juggle a lot of different tasks at the same time. So it's really good. Thank you for sharing this with me.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm juggling. If I'm juggling, I'm throwing on the ground. I'm struggling with it. I don't think. I'm borderline failing right now.
And we're gonna work together in order to help understand how to best move forward.
Okay.
We're now gonna move into a mental health history. And besides the main concern about that brought you here, are there any other emotional or behavior concerns that you're experiencing?
No.
No? Okay. I'd like to ask some more sensitive but important information. Have you ever experienced anything you would consider abuse, like physical abuse? Either as a child or as an adult?
No.
Any emotional abuse?
No, I don't think so.
How about sexual abuse?
No.
Okay. Have you ever experienced neglect, either as a child or now?
No.
Okay. Have you ever experienced family or intimate partner violence?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt unsafe, mistreated, or harmed by someone you trusted?
No.
No. Thank you so much for bearing with me with all these questions. Have you ever experienced discrimination? For example, based on your race, your gender, sexual orientation, religion, anything else that you identify?
No, I don't think so. I think no, I don't think so.
Okay. How about any sexual harassment in any settings? That can be from school, work, personal relationships.
No, nothing.
Okay. Have you ever been hospitalized for psychiatric reasons?
Nope.
No? Okay. How about, have you ever gone to residential programs or placed in a group or foster care setting?
No.
No. Any outpatient therapy or counseling?
No.
Okay.
No, this is my first time.
Your first time?
Yeah, seeking a mental health care. Yeah, never had anything in the past.
And you kind of mentioned that you heard some good feedback, and that is how you ended up deciding to come in. So is there any thoughts on therapy that might prevent kind of your outlook on how it would look? Does that make sense? Like, is there any limitations or beliefs that you have on therapy?
Yeah, I don't know what exactly therapy is, but my friend, he said after a few sessions, he feels a lot better as far as he's calmer and be able to concentrate.
Okay.
So I guess that's what I want, and mainly just for my schoolwork. Right? I want to do the same, just be calmer and be able to focus on the schoolwork. So that's a goal.
We'll hopefully get there.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been prescribed medication for your mental health, such
No.
as antidepressants, mood stabilizers, or anxiety medication?
No.
No. Okay. Have you experienced events that you would describe as traumatic, something overwhelming or frightening that still affects you emotionally or physically today?
I mean, I did one deployment. We did have a couple guys pass away. I did have we were attached to the special forces guys. We did have this one guy. Well, a few of them got shot. But yeah, but no, I don't think. I think it's pretty traumatic, but I don't have any big issues with it. I don't think it affected me too much.
They do too much. Okay. We can definitely, if the opportunity ends up arising, dive in deeper to that and kind of explore if, especially if you haven't seek counseling in the past, and it might be beneficial. But I'll definitely just take a note of that.
Okay.
And bring it up in the future if it's necessary.
Sounds good. Yeah. I don't know how those things would affect me. Not until you mentioned it. So yeah.
I appreciate you sharing.
Yeah.
Have you gone through any other significant losses in your life, such as death of someone close to you, or the end of an important relationship, or any other major changes?
I mean, yeah. I mean, breaking up with my past girlfriend was hard. Then my grandma passed away. My grandma passed away 6 years ago, and my father passed away almost 3 years ago now. Yeah.
And when did your past relationship end? You said it was hard.
It was like a little bit over a year ago.
Do you believe it's still impacting you now?
I don't think so. I think, yeah, it was just hard at the moment, but yeah.
And how did your grandmother pass away?
Yeah, my grandma passed away. I think pretty peacefully. She had a stroke, so she was she was laying on bed for almost 15 years. So it was yeah. I think it was it was sad to see her go, but I think it's also in a way a relief.
And your father? Were you extremely close to your father?
I mean, I was okay with my father. I wouldn't say extremely close. We don't talk a lot just because he had Parkinson's disease towards his late years. We didn't communicate a lot.
How did the death of your father affect your family?
Oh, my mom was devastated. Obviously, it's her husband, so it was pretty bad for her. But it wasn't anything too unexpected. So I think I could see it coming for sure.
We can definitely dive into that as well. Any of the trauma that you have experienced in the future sessions, if you believe it'll be helpful, and if it ends up being brought up, if that's okay with you.
Okay. Yeah.
I know I did mention if you have had desires of hurting or killing yourself or other people in the past, but currently, right now, do you have that desire of hurting or killing yourself?
No.
No? How about hurting or killing someone else?
No.
No?
Oh yeah, that question really come up a lot of times.
Yes. It's gonna probably come up
Okay.
2 more times in this, so I'm sorry. It's just I have to make sure, because this is really, really important. Your safety and just trying to understand where you are in your headspace,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you again for being honest with me
Mm-hmm.
during this process and bearing with me.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna move into a mental status exam.
Mm-hmm.
And this exam is just a way for me to get a clear picture of your current mood, your thinking process, and how you focus. And we're gonna figure out how to best support you
Mm-hmm.
most. Okay. So can you explain your mood to me right now, currently?
A little bit nervous because I'm still thinking what kind of assignment I need to do today, and a little bit tired, I would say.
Um, can you? I'm gonna give you 3 words,
Okay.
and I just need you to keep those words in your mind. And later on in the future, I'm gonna ask you to repeat those words for me.
Mm-hmm.
The words are gonna be car,
Mm-hmm.
hat,
Mm-hmm.
and computer.
Okay.
Okay. And now, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and where you are currently
Mm-hmm.
and the purpose of
Okay.
you being here?
Okay. Yeah. As I mentioned, my name is John. So I'm here. I am here for Sam Houston, really, just doing my nursing school program. And right now, I came to the behavior health clinic, seeking some support to see if it can help me with my anxiety, my inability to focus in school, and procrastinating my schoolwork. Yeah. Anything else you asking me?
Approximately what time is it?
Yeah. I think probably around 10:30 right now.
Mhm.
Probably.
Yeah.
You call me. Yeah. We started around 10, so probably 10:30.
It's around that time. Good job. And now we're gonna do some serials of sevens, starting
Okay.
from 100, and you're gonna count down backwards all the way to 0.
Oh,
Okay.
good. I'm pretty good at math.
Okay.
So okay. So 100, 93, 86, 79, 72, 55, 48, 41, 34, 27, 20, 13, 6.
Thank you. That was really well done.
Yeah, pick one topic I'm good at.
Can you recall the 3 words that I told you previously?
Oh, these 3 words. Hey. Ooh. It explains why I couldn't remember the things I needed to study. I think a car in it. A head was in it, I
Mhm.
think. Couldn't remember the third one. Maybe it will come back to me later.
Okay, if it does come up, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay? But you've done extremely well. Thank you again for answering all the questions. So I know that high stress can cause a lot of intense emotions. Do you have any experience of having any visual hallucinations?
No.
No. How about auditory hallucinations?
No.
No? Okay. And within that stress, again, I just need to ask, have you had any thoughts?
Oh, killing myself, hurting others? No.
No.
I'm good.
Okay.
Well, thank you for giving me the warning.
Yes. So now we're gonna move into something outside of the mental health, the mental status exam. We're gonna go into your environmental and living situation. So can you tell me a little bit about your home? Are you living on or off post?
Yeah, I live off post in this apartment close to post because I want to be able to go to school quick, go to work, save time from commuting. So.
Okay. And who do you live with? Alone?
Just by myself. Yeah, just by myself.
Any pets?
No pets. Plants.
Plants?
Yeah, I have plants. No pets.
That's awesome. I love plants. Definitely makes the home more lively.
Yeah, to give me some fresh oxygen,
Yeah. Are there any safety concerns in your neighborhood or surroundings that you can think about?
No, pretty safe overall.
Okay. And have you ever lost housing in the past? Maybe because you couldn't afford it, eviction, or any other reason?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. Are there any firearms in the house?
No.
No. what community resources are you using right now? Things like food assistance, support groups, or activities?
Nah, no. You know, as officer, we get paid enough, so I don't need to use any of those resources. I guess the only
Feel
community
free to
resource I'm using is the behavioral health clinic right now.
Okay. So just want to verify you're not part of any activities or groups outside, like run clubs or any sports hobbies.
No, not any. I just don't have time for any of them right now.
Um, all right, you're doing a very good job identifying like kind of what you do use and filling the gap in those gaps. Are there any past or present concerns about your living environment that we haven't touched on?
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
no concerns about any of that.
So I remember you mentioned that you are in a relationship. Do you have any children?
No.
No. And who would you say is your support system and the people that you can turn to?
Hmm. I think all my classmates are pretty good with supporting me if I ever need anything. But I don't think they can support me with schoolwork. I have to take the test by myself, you know.
Yeah.
I think my families are good too. They talk to me. I just don't have too much time to talk to them. I also have friends, you know. Being in the military, there are friends all over the places.
Yeah.
I talk to them too, but you know, all of them can support me, but just not support me in schoolwork.
Yeah. Do you consider your girlfriend to be a support system?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, just not with schoolwork, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like you have, you know, a number of people that you can kind of lean on if you need to decompress or even just be there for you, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
What stresses are you experiencing in your life or relationships currently? I know you mentioned some arguments, but is there anything else that has come up or any other issues with your family?
No, I don't. Yeah, no, we don't really have anything. Everything's pretty normal. I think I get frustrated with some slightly if we talk too long or anything, but yeah, other than that, nothing else.
When that does happen, how do you usually cope with that?
I don't think I do. I mean, when it happens, I was okay. I'm gonna go back and do my schoolwork.
Okay. So you kind of just remove yourself from the situation
Yeah.
to not be more irritated or kind of lash out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm stressed out enough already. Just don't have time to, you know, keep nagging on the same issue.
Yeah.
I guess.
That shows that you're very self-aware of what you need, though, and kind of your priorities, and you setting some healthy boundaries
Yeah.
for you and your family.
Yeah,
So,
I think so. Yeah.
so we're gonna move kind of into your family history and
Okay.
childhood history. When I say the word family, what comes to mind for you?
Just me, mainly. Maybe some of my parents, because they're my family. Yeah, that's what comes to my mind.
Can you tell me a little bit about your family growing up? Like who was in your household and where did you grow up?
Yeah. I'm the only child, so I grew up just with my parents. I do have a cousin that I spend a lot of my time with. He's 6 years older than me. So that's yeah. That's growing up. It's no issue. I think my parents are very nice. We go out to eat on the weekends. Sometimes take vacations. But overall, yeah, that's it. Pretty good.
You kind of mentioned that you had a very good relationship with your family and that they're always there and present. How do you see your relationship with your mother now in comparison to your childhood?
I mean, ever since I left home, we talk a little bit less. You know, my mom's getting a little bit older. I think as I grow older, I think there are different values I grow that is different from my mother's. But overall, I think the relationship's still pretty good. Yeah, not any big issue.
Is there any family history of health issues?
Mm, I
That,
think my parents had high blood pressure, but I think that's it. I don't remember anything else.
and when I ask these questions, it's going to relate to your grandparents as well,
Mm-hmm.
and any close family that can be your cousins, your uncles and aunts.
Mm.
Um, and this is just for me to understand if there's anything genetics, right, and to put that into consideration. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, since I just explained that, is there any other health issues that are worth addressing?
No, no, no. I mean, my dad had stomach cancer, but that's it. I would for sure hope it's not a family genetic issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about any substance use?
Mm, no, no substance. I don't think my family's drink or taking any drugs at all. Yeah.
Any legal involvement that your family has been
No,
involved in?
no.
No. How about any emotional or behavior or psychiatric concerns? I know that was a lot. So, is there any emotional concerns in your family?
Yeah, I think I don't think so. I don't think they ever seeked any support or any help. So no, I don't think so.
Okay. How about behavioral concerns?
No, no, nothing. Yeah, nothing crazy like that. No, I don't think so. I guess the only I don't know if being stressed out or those are behavioral concerns, but no, I don't think so. Not any I'm aware of.
When you say that, does that mean a lot of your family are very anxious or kind of they're
Mm,
usually stressed out all the time?
my mom can get a little bit stressed out sometimes just because of work and other things in life. Yeah.
Is there any psychiatric concerns?
No.
No.
What's the differences between psychiatric and behavioral?
So psychiatric can mean that their reality is different
Okay.
than what is true.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I don't think there's
any diagnosis.
no, no, I don't think so.
Um, has anyone in your family ended their life or ended the life of another individual?
No.
No. Um, how would you describe your own health as a child?
My health?
Mm-hmm.
I was a little bit chubby, but other than that, I think overall pretty good health. Never had any major issues.
Okay. And what kind of hobbies or interests did you enjoy back then?
Oh, when I was a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what did I like when I was a kid? I think I played basketball when I was a kid. That's probably the only really recreational activities I had as far as sports. Yeah.
You kind of mentioned that you had a cousin that was 6 years older and you guys hung out a lot. What
Yeah.
did you guys usually do in your time?
Oh, play video games.
Play video games?
Yeah.
Okay. Are any of these things that you do currently?
I'm still pretty active. Video games, I don't have time to play. It's too much
Yeah.
work. I do have some time. I might be able to play.
Can you tell me a little bit about what school was like for you growing up? Did you enjoy it or was it more of a challenge?
Oh, yeah. School. I think I'm kind of struggling the same thing I am right now when I was a kid. Sometimes, I get called to answer a question, but I have no idea what the teacher was just talking about because my mind was somewhere else, thinking about something else. Sometimes I have problem finishing homework, as I think can be a little bit challenging. Um, yeah, I never had really good grades other than math in school because I think math, if I understand the concept, I can do it. But everything else, I think, requires me to pay attention. I'm not very good at it.
And did you ever experience any like learning challenges, like needing extra help or being identified with the learning disability?
I think I always needed extra help.
Okay.
And to ask others to explain some of the schoolwork to me, but never
Are you kind of aware of what does help when you are given help? Like, what kind of learner are you?
I'm definitely a visual
Visual.
learner. I need to see things for them to make sense to me.
Sharing that shows like a lot of awareness, and it can also help me
Mm.
better understand how to best communicate with you,
Mm.
right? And it sounds like it's a big strength that you were even able to finish school, right? And that you ended up figuring out a way that best worked. And I know that sometimes school can be tough outside of academics too. Did you ever experience bullying or conduct issues or other non-academic challenges?
No, never been bullied or anything like that.
Okay. Were there any times you had to change schools or move to a new area?
No, my family were not in the military or anything, so I stayed relatively stable. Yeah, didn't really have to change schools.
That's good. What about subjects or areas you felt good at?
Oh, math.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did it give you like a sense of confidence or interest or enjoyment?
Yeah, I think compared to a lot of my classmates, I'm definitely better in math. But there isn't a lot of math in nursing, so it doesn't help me that much.
Did you end up graduating or pursuing college?
Oh yeah. I had a college degree already.
What
I'm
is your
doing
college degree on?
nursing. I did accounting.
Accounting. Do you only have your bachelor's?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. So you can see that you put an effort towards your education. That's really something to acknowledge, and you're still pursuing it even though you've faced challenges in the past and you just keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. We're now going to transition into current physical functioning. Okay. And we have approximately like 20 minutes left of our session.
Okay.
Do you experience any physical pain right now?
No.
No? Okay. And how would you describe your overall health today?
Pretty good.
Do you have any medical conditions or take any medications?
No.
Prescription or over the counter?
No.
Any supplements? I know you mentioned you are very active and like to work out 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah, I don't. I just take creatine. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any physical disabilities or limitation?
No.
Okay. Have you had any surgeries, injuries, or concussions in the past?
Yeah, I had a few 3 knee surgeries.
3 knee surgeries.
Yeah.
And when did that occur?
Oh, it was let's see, 2016, 2018. I don't know. No, I don't know. Okay, 2015.
Okay.
2015, then 2016. 15, 16, then 18. Yes.
Okay. And how are your knees now since you
They're
had
okay.
surgery?
It was okay. Yeah, it's been
Okay.
a few years, but I feel okay.
Any other injuries?
No.
Had any concussions?
No.
No? Okay.
If I had any, that would explain why I'm struggling now, right?
Yeah. So you've never been tested for any concussions?
No, not any reasons for it. I don't think so.
Any recent weight changes or appetite changes?
No, not really.
No. Okay. And how's your sleep? Falling asleep, staying awake, or staying asleep or waking too early?
It's on and off. Sometimes if I'm too stressed, I'm having problems sleeping, but I'm exhausted, and when I finally fell asleep, I feel like I don't have enough sleep and I have to wake up for school again. So sometimes it's stress from sleeping, and lack of sleep making me more sleepy, but just can't fall asleep.
Would you characterize yourself as kind of like restless then?
What does restless mean? Well, I guess is Is that what I described?
Mm,
Okay.
it's very similar.
Yeah, then that's probably restless.
It's like not being able to stay kind of put and you're just so exhausted and your body's fighting itself.
Yeah, that's probably it.
And how many hours do you typically get, or do you?
Well, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. On a good day, maybe 5 hours. Or maybe 6 hours, I think. Oh, so sorry about this.
It's okay. It's okay. And I know you mentioned you were tired before, and I'm just happy you're here, so it's okay. What is good? How many hours do you think is good? What is your goal?
I think more than 7 would be nice.
More than 7, okay. Have you ever sought treatment for sleep issues in the past?
Treatment for sleep issues. No.
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 Okay.
It only really started really this year once I included this program, and I don't even have time to go seek any help for sleep issues. I'm just trying to do my work.
Any history of dental problems?
No, my tooth have been okay.
Thank you so much for continuing to bear with me.
No worries. Yeah.
We're now going to move into like the sexual health history. How do you describe your sexual orientation?
No, I'm straight.
Have you always identified that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you currently sexually active?
Yeah, it's my girlfriend.
Okay. And how do you protect yourself from HIVs or STIs?
Yeah, I use condoms.
Condoms, okay. Is there any concerns about your sexual health or functioning right now?
No, not really.
Have you ever had any sexual experiences that might have felt traumatic?
No.
No. Okay. I appreciate your openness. I know that this is something that could be very personal, so I appreciate it. Now we're going to move into your history of substance misuse or current. What is your current use of substances?
None. I don't use anything.
None. And substance means alcohol or drugs, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really use any drugs, as I mentioned. I do drink very socially, but I don't have a lot of social events. I haven't been drinking a lot at all. Sometimes I drink some beer, just try to relax.
So sometimes, can you kind of put as?
Yeah, maybe once or twice a week.
Okay.
I think not a lot at all, and socially only with friends.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think rarely I'll drink myself, just to try to relax, but very rarely, and not a lot. Maybe one beer, top 2.
Okay. And have you ever had treatment for substance use, like outpatient, inpatient, or detox in the past?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing like that.
And I know you kind of mentioned that you don't drink much and don't do any drugs, but I just need a good clarification. Has alcohol or drugs ever led to any medical, legal, family, or work problems for you?
No.
No. Okay. Alright. That's really good. Now I'm gonna transition to like military service, okay?
Okay.
I know you mentioned that you were in the military. You've been through a deployment, but can you tell me what branch at MOS?
Yeah, I was a 6A whiskey. Yeah, it was combat medic. Yes.
And how long have you been in the service?
Right now it would be about 10 years right now.
10 years, that's amazing, especially in the Army, and that shows a lot of commitment.
Yeah, I joined right at 18, so yeah, thank you.
What led you to join?
I graduated high school, then I went to college is really expensive, so I went to afford college by myself. So I joined, then did an online college throughout the time. But it was a lot easier because I wasn't taking 1 or 2 classes at a time instead of a few. So that helped me, and also is accounting. So it's pretty. So yeah, military helped me with education, and kind of like guide me through life. really appreciate it.
That's awesome. It sounds like a very meaningful reason, and it shows like your values and your motivation.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Thank
Yeah.
you.
How many PCS moves have you had, and what were those
Uh,
transitions like for you?
about four, yeah, in the last 10 years. Yeah,
Okay. And how were those transitions for you?
they were okay. Sometimes moving is always a hustle, but I can't complain because they pay for everything and you get some time off. But definitely would prefer just move a little bit less
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Yeah. And it takes a lot of adaptation and a lot of flexibility
Yeah.
doing that. Have you ever? I know you mentioned you deployed once.
Yeah,
Have you ever
yeah, yeah.
deployed more than that?
Nope, just one time to Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. And what year was that?
I was 2017 to 18.
Um, and I know you also mentioned that you kind of were exposed to combat, and you saw some of your comrades, pass away in front of you. Did you experience any injuries during that time?
No, not me. I was okay.
No. Okay. That's kind of why I was asking about the concussions because the TBIs. Do you think you had any close proximity to get any impact?
No, no, I don't think so. No, no, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
And how do you feel about your time in service overall?
Pretty good. No complaints. Right now is probably the hardest part, going back to school. In a way, I think harder than deployment.
Do you have any concerns related to your military employment?
No, not really. Just really hope I do well in finishing this program. If not, I think that might be more concerns.
And how long is your program for?
It's a year and a half.
A year and a half.
So I'm halfway there, but I'm struggling.
Yeah. Okay. I can definitely sense that it's really important for you, and just these concerns are. So we'll work on that. Okay. Before the military, what kinds of jobs did you have? I know you joined right out of
Yeah,
high school.
I was just joined after high school, so I didn't really have a real job. Probably just summer camp leaders, some really, yeah, not really any real employment.
And have you faced any past or present financial difficulties?
There are days it's a little bit tight, but nothing crazy as I need to borrow money or anything.
So it sounds like you're pretty good at budgeting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there any current or past involvement with the legal system? Can be parole, probation, felony, misdemeanor, DUIs.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. Okay. Have you ever been incarcerated?
No.
No. Okay. And what is your religious or spiritual background?
No religions.
None.
Yeah, no, it's not spiritual either.
Neither was your family.
My grandparents are Christians towards their late years, but no, none of my parents are.
So you don't. Do you identify as being spiritual at all?
Not really.
No. Okay. So just confirming you don't do or engage in any religious or spiritual practices.
No.
Okay. It's just valuable to know so I can see what role it plays in your life, and if our care and services that we provide to you have to be, tailored to that. Okay. What do you enjoy doing for fun or relaxation? I know you said you don't really have a lot of time to do that.
Yeah.
But if you did have time, what would that look like?
Yeah, if I have time, I would love to travel, just see the world, hanging out with friends, maybe some national parks. I think that would be nice.
And how often do you get to do those things? When's the last time?
I used to get to do that a lot, but not after getting the program because I've been just so stressed out with the schoolwork.
It sounds like it really helped you recharge before though and kind of relax, so I can see why it has affected you so much not being able to do that.
Yeah.
difficult.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good point.
How would you describe your culture? I know you say you're a Chinese American.
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe your culture to me?
Yeah, I think I have a mixed. I know a lot of the Chinese traditions, but pretty assimilated to the American culture. But I think I make good Chinese food. The real one, not the one you see in some restaurant here. Um, yeah, and I think I'm pretty kind to people. Yeah, so.
And we do have 5 minutes left, okay? So I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions.
Okay.
But what traditions, beliefs, or values are most important to you?
Keep a good balance in life, which is I'm not really achieving right now because I feel like I'm too stressed with schoolwork.
And any traditions?
Mm,
Besides, you said that you do some dishes from back home.
um, Traditions. Not anything crazy. I mean, I do celebrate some Chinese festivals or holidays.
Okay.
As much as a tradition. Yeah.
Okay. And how does any of these show up in your day-to-day life? In your friendships, your relationship, your community involvement?
Yeah, I guess I try to get people together for those events.
Yeah. Okay. So even though you don't feel like you have many traditions, cooking and sharing Asian dishes seems to be a meaningful way for you to connect with your roots.
Yeah.
What would you say are your personal strengths?
Let's see. I think. Uh, in this time, I guess it's hard. But I would say if it's not in school, I think I'm pretty. I think I'm pretty competent at work with solving issues, problems. But in just school, it's hard. And I do see I have a lot of friends. That is a strength. Just this strength is not helping me at the moment.
Yeah.
So those are the two I would say.
Is it okay if I share some of the strengths I have
Yeah,
with you?
of course.
Yeah. Some of the things like I noticed is that you're very adaptable. Like you've been in for 10 years and have PCS to several times and that flexibility.
Yeah.
You also showed a lot of resilience, whether that's through deployment or through all the changes that you've been through, and that you're committed and loyal through your friendships, but also in your work and your job.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah,
it's amazing.
thank you.
When you face challenges, what coping strategies work best for you?
Probably seeking some help with friends or just calm myself down, going to the gym, recharge.
And what barriers or limitations are making it harder to address your concerns right now?
Probably schoolwork. You said I can meet as many times. I just don't think I have the time. Maybe if I'm lucky, can make it once a week.
Once a week, okay. That's more than enough. Okay, and we'll work with as your work schedule and your school assignments, change. We can move around that, okay, and work with you. Do you think there's any physical health limitations?
No, not really.
Transportation issues?
No.
No? Okay. Thinking back to what you shared at the start, is there anything else you'd like to change or add about what you want for the future?
No, I just want to be able to calm down a little bit, to be able to focus and just do better, feel overall better in school and not be as stressful as I am right now.
Thank you so much for sharing so openly. Your honesty legit helps a lot build a plan moving forward that really fits you. And do you have any questions about anything of this interview?
No, that's it.
No? Okay, so before we close today, I want to summarize my recommendations and the next steps moving forward.
Okay.
So based on what you shared, I recommend continuing care here at the clinic if you desire, right, and you feel safe, to provide support on helping you manage the demands of graduating nursing school and active duty responsibilities. I also recommend a referral to your PCM to rule out any underlying medical or sleep related factors that can contribute to your concentration and energy levels. And in addition, if you want more support, and I know you said you don't have a lot of time, but always know that NFLAGs are available for any short term or flexible resources for you.
NFLAGs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And for treatment, I'm recommending individual therapy, focus on strategies to manage stress, improve focus, and reducing, the avoidance.
Okay.
Right? And right now, I'm recommending kind of a short-term course of therapy, approximately 8 to 10 sessions, with adjusting depending on your progress and your needs
Okay.
and your availability. And the next step will be for you to return in 1 week for your first therapy session with me. And in the meantime, please just keep your scheduled PCM appointment and follow up with any referrals we discussed today.
Mm-hmm.
And for safety, if you have any time that you have non-emergency concerns between sessions, you can contact the clinic or me during normal duty hours. And if you experience any emergencies, please call 911 or go to the nearest emergency department.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any questions about any of that sum up?
No questions.
Okay. Thank you again for being so open and honest with me, and I look forward to working with you.
Okay. Thanks. Bye bye. Oh boy.